Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant.
Yeah, but isn't this the unplugged version? I don't know. I think it's the unplugged version. All right, Paulie, let's go. All right, listen, y'all. Just go ahead and let the guest play. Come on, jeez. That's better. Where'd I go?
Why, hello there, everybody. Paulie here on the Latino Slant. What's happening? It's a late night here on the West Coast. Must be even later if you're ahead in the future. It's going to be 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I hope everyone is doing well. Well, we have a couple of fun things to go over with you guys. Including a little spot brought to you in part by The Unexpecteds. It is a new independent film that is a comedy starring Matt Walsh, Chelsea Rendon, and it is going to be having a huge screening. In fact, it's sold out at the La Leaf International Film Festival here in Los Angeles, June 1st. So what we want you guys to do is we just want you guys to go and check out the we want you guys to go check out the trailer. And so we'll put the trailer in there in the chat for you guys, to the 10 people joining me and to people on X. Welcome. Bienvenidos. How's everyone doing? I see some people that I haven't seen forever in the nighttime chat with me, including one of the OG channel members, just another red shirt. Estamos listos. Red shirt, are you a Mad Max fan? Are you a Road Warrior fan? Are you a Thunderdome fan? Fury Road? Tell me now. Same thing with Truth Without and Big Dreams. I got big dreams to remember. Yeah, I'd like to know. I gotta tell you that my Road Warrior Mad Max history is one that's pretty special to me because I saw the Road Warrior in the movie theater as was 11 or 12, but my dad took me, and this was in Westwood, and they had all the great, fantastic movie theaters at the time, and it it was just absolutely incredible, something I'd never seen before, and it was just so so unique, so special, so scary, and so brave. Stunning and brave. But, really, The Road Warrior was that for me. Mel Gibson was that for me. And those stories stay with you. And even Thunderdome, for all its kind of the silly ending of Thunderdome, with the kids in the airplane, we get it, but it still said something about the next generation, about the children, and kind of expanding on the world, but never out growing its welcome. Sort of like how Mad Max would just never outgrow its welcome. The mystery, the legend of Mad Max in the narration, in the storytelling was just it was everything, guys. It was everything. So let me share the Unexpecteds trailer with you guys, and go give them a like and a watch and all that stuff, but don't do it later. You know what? The Unexpecteds. So as I'm typing, let me know what your Mad Max um history is. What was your first movie that you saw? What's your favorite one? What's your least favorite one? Um, and we'll take it from there. Did you ever dress up as Mad Max, as one of the crazies, as Vernon Wells? No, it's not Vernon Wells. What's his name? Well, the bad guy. I get these names, mixed up. Unexpected. I'd like to know. And I see the great Chris Gore is here. Man, I hope you're feeling better, buddy. I hope you're doing really well. Um, I got invited tonight by Rosa Para, and I was her plus one. Uh, so the Unexpected trailer. Let me get this done. I can't do two things at once, and it's late. Go watch this, guys. There we go. I'll pin it. And we want to thank Alejandro Montoya Marin. Congratulations on your film, making it. And we're going to be there June 1st. So, okay. What do you guys have to say? I'm concerned about the lack of diversity of cars. No lowriders. Okay. I know you're joking, but listen, hear me out. If you had lowriders in this, and if you had lowriders in Assassin's Creed, that shit would have been dope. That I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. In Japan, the Chicano culture is huge, man. You've seen Japanese people like live in the culture, taking care of their cars like that. So they really missed the mark. But no lowriders, man. It's good to hear. Lowriders. I mean, yeah, but lowriders in the desert. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. Beyond Thunderdome, saw it when I was young, probably too young. Recently saw the original Mad Max. Felt too slow for me, by the way. TBH. I always forget, but I don't know what TBH means. Remind me. Thunderdome seemed faster paced from what I remember as a preteen. Um, Recently saw the original Mad Max. Felt too slow. Did you see the original Mad Max dubbed or with their Australian accents? Let me know. Yeah, lowriders are always cool. How well would lowriders really do an environment like that? Yeah, they wouldn't. Lowriders with missiles stick to the pavement. What would have been interesting is that you do lowriders, but with the hydraulics, so they're not low. But you have like the La Virgen de Guadalupe. You have like the cool artwork, and then you have to explain it. But how did the lowrider owners end up over there? Uh Can't wait for Lucha Vavoom. To be honest, thank you. Truth says first Mad Max film is my favorite. First Mad Max film really kind of creeped me out. It seemed like it almost seemed like a horror story, especially with the running through the woods. That always kind of creeped me out. You know what I mean? Saying hey from the East Coast, about to pass out. It's late, big dreams. You gotta go to sleep because you can dream big. I love Mad Max, Mel Gibson's versions. I'm a fan of the first three Mad Max movies. Wherever you go, there you are. Okay, you know what? This gives me a good. This is a good time to do. Let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway, guys. Okay, because we got the poster and a T-shirt. Now I want to give it away because you guys are staying up late with me to want to hear this review. I got this poster for you. And I have this beautiful T-shirt. I mean, it's great quality. It is an extra large, but it's really kind of like a large, but it's really, really, really incredible quality. Check this out, guys. This is the back. Here's the front. Okay. So, all right. So I want to let's give away the t-shirt. So the question I have for you guys. Uh okay. Here's a trivia question. Let us give away the let's give away the poster and then we'll give away the t-shirt later on. For the poster, please don't Google this. Just off the top of your head. Wait a minute. Where we go, there you are. That's not Mad Max, silly goose. That's what do you call it? God, what was his name? What was the name of that movie? Oh God. Someone help me out. It's not Mad Max. It's not Mad Max. It's what was it, the third dimension, something, something, and it starred Peter Weller. Peter Weller. Okay, so I'm gonna put a line in the movie. Wherever you go, there you are. What? That's Buckaroo Banzai. Thank you. It's in Beyond Thunderdome? Oh, that's weird. All right, well, I got a better line, okay? This is a better line. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this up without doing any Google, guys. Okay, we know it's in one of the Mad Max movies. We know it's in one of the Max movies. But who originally said this? Who originally said this? Here we go. Put it up right now. There you go. 30 people live in the chat with us, also hanging out on X. Let us know right now. Who originally said this? And whoever first person to get this right, and when okay, let me clarify. It was in the Road Warrior, Chris. But who originally said this in real life? This was a real life quote that George Miller pulled from real life, from someone famous in real life. You can run, but you can't hide. Now, Vernon Wells is the actor that said the line in the movie. Who originally said this line in real life, in our real life? This is an actual famous line, guys. Nope. Yeah, we know Vernon Wells did it. You can run, but you can't hide. Someone very famous. I'm surprised no one's jumped on this. This is for, like, all the marbles, man. Give me a decade. Ah. But look, I'm actually disappointed in all you guys. Close. Try not to Google, guys. But I mean, dude, the reason why I've known this for decades is that when me and my dad left the movie, The Road Warrior, he told me the line because No, this is real. This is close. I don't know who's more of a movie buff, me or my dad. My dad knows a lot of movie business, but we would go to the movies a lot when I was a teenager. Nope. So it is a boxer. It is a boxer, guys, but it's not those two. God, I cannot believe I'm kind of disappointed in you guys. I'm kind of disappointed in you guys. Guys, you know some of your your trivia, like famous line trivia, guys. You guys call yourself Americans? Ah, uh, a little disappointing, you guys. All right, any answers? Mr. T. Paulie. Oh my God, dude, you didn't get a poster, Chris? I'm just gonna give this poster, Chris. Okay, we know Vernon Wells said the line, but the original person who said you can run, but you can't hide is in fact Joe Louis. I'm not American. I know, but I'm just saying, bro, No, Joe Louis. And then Vernon Wells said it in the movie. You can run, but you can't hide. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Okay, so you didn't get anything? All right. We're gonna give Chris the choice of the poster or the t-shirt. Uh smart ass. I don't know a ton about boxing. Hey Sin, let me know what you want, the poster or the t-shirt, and then later on we will give the t-shirt we'll give the other prize away. Okay, here's my initial non-spoiler take on Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Well, Saga is right because this runs about 2.5 hours, of 2 hours and 20 minutes, and there is no reason why it is that long. There is no godly reason why it is that long. You know, great stories stay with us. They penetrate us. It speaks to our soul. It speaks to our humanity, and it connects us. That's why we're so passionate about great movies, great television, and great novels. Unfortunately, this misses the bus. It's a fabulous failure as far as a coherent storytelling. It just it embellishes too much. And especially if you're a Mad Max fan, you've seen everything before. Not that it's not beautiful to look at, not that it's not cool to look at, right? But it's nothing new. I'd rather watch The Road Warrior because you had all that spectacle, but you had such a clear, defined story of a man who's lost his mind. Here is an origin story about a character that was introduced in Fury Road. And there are some now, while there are some really good moments, this entire story should have just been told in 90 minutes. There's no reason why this was that long. And really, that's my biggest impression in processing this because having seen other movies lately, the charm and the heart and the identity of these other films that I've seen lately, there is none for me with Furiosa. And again, not to say it's not beautiful to look at. And if you're a hardcore fan, you're gonna find a lot of fun stuff in this. It just seems that George Miller was just these are different ways to top myself from the last film. Um, I did love. I did love. Okay, here's so those are my first reactions. In as far as the cons, there's a lot more cons. but let's touch on some pros. Honestly, it's a pro and con because Anya Taylor-Joy just shows up in the movie way too late, and she is incredible to watch, but you don't feel that she's given a lot. It's almost as if she's Max, who doesn't talk a lot, and she's so present. Anya's such a present, um, charismatic, person on film that again, I I wanted more of her. Chris Helmsworth, he's fantastic. It's a really great role, and he chews up the scenery. And also, I want to say as the movie went along, his performance was just really getting better and better. Maybe that's because that first hour was more of a storytelling mess. I felt that everything was being thrown at me, whereas as we went along, we got a little bit more of his derangement as Dementis, and who he was, and then her motivation for revenge. So, other than that, there is another relationship that's really not talked about at all in the presentation and the promotion, which is out of the truck driver, the rig driver, who's basically a Mad Max type that Furiosa connects with. I thought that those two was the most interesting thing as far as relationships in this film. But it's in the middle of the film. Here's another thing: they break this up in chapters, and so we're going to start hitting into a little bit of spoilers. But I'm just going to say it's 5 chapters. Their chapter, where this kind of Mad Max type of guy is introduced, is called the Stowaway. That's one of my favorite chapters. Um, it's pretty forgettable. I unfortunately have to tell you guys at the end of the day that the story, that this film, it's not staying with me. What's staying with me is I just want to go see the Road Warrior, Thunderdome. Um, and that's we're gonna get into spoilers, but that's really my kind of just broad strokes with that. I got to tell you also too, the green screen and the CGI, um, you can really tell when it was used and when it wasn't, and it wasn't that great a quality in some scene. I was really surprised. And in some of the sets looked rather cheap, a little fake. Again, I was disappointed. I was surprised, and we saw this on a beautiful big screen. That and so maybe it was just me, but that I'm just being honest with you guys. This is just my honest take. I was It was a 7 p.m. show. I was in a fantastic mood. I was very excited to see it. Even though the runtime was my concern going in, it just proved to be a much to do about nothing. And if you are going to do this origin story, here's another thing: we have an origin story in this world, a wonderful tragic horror story, origin story, and that's Mad Max. So to do another origin story of just someone else wasn't that interesting. It wasn't that interesting. She's good, don't get me wrong. I actually think the tragedy and what she goes through as Anya Taylor-Joy, not so much as a kid, that was more interesting when she's already kind of older in this world. That was more interesting. But does it need its own 2.5 hours? No way. No way. So yeah, this is just I can half recommend it. We're gonna get into spoilers soon, but um that is those are my takes. And again, some of these, there was just one too many. Let's attack the rigger one more, chase scenes. I couldn't believe it was just more of the same. It was just, bigger with crazier, trucks and all that stuff. Okay, so here we go. What are we getting from you guys? Chris Gore for 49. In your opinion, is Furiosa a girl? What happened here? A girl boss character. Does she struggle? Any male mentors? Um, is she a girl boss character? I I I don't believe she is. And she had a lot of struggle in it. I just didn't really care. I It was cool, yeah, she struggles, there's a point in the movie where I'm just wondering, why didn't she just take off and go back home? Why did she stay? Does she have any male mentors? Yeah, I mean, there was the guy who drove the rigger with her, and I think they had a bond. I think that was more of a um I don't want to say a love interest, but they had a nice bond, which I was very surprised that would be even in there. Um, Growing up, she didn't have any male mentors, obviously, uh, before she was taken. But after she was taken, all her male mentors were all, you know, nasty dudes. So maybe she learned how to survive from those guys. But thank you for the 4.99. Miller keeps making the same film. It is a magnificent disaster. Absolutely. It's a successful failure. It's a successful failure. Okay, well, thank you for the 4.99, brother. I didn't want to go to the screening Paulie went to. Oh yeah, we didn't even know, but it was like a fan thing that was tonight. But we had reserved seating, so that was nice. Damn, I'm looking forward to this. Hey, what's up, Belle? Great, go check it out, man. Don't that's just because I'm not crazy about it. That doesn't mean anything. Belle, so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Mad Max Roadkill. I can't stand fake looking CGI, especially in 2024. Damn, I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm just, sounds like a drag. It's okay. Not watching it for some time. Bummer. Was looking for excuse to go to the movies. Big dreams. I would say go see Fall Guy. I've seen that twice. And I've been seeing a lot of these films, Planet of the Apes, this one. I think Fall Guy is fantastic. You talk about charm and identity. It knew exactly what it is. And how many tacos on the tacos out of 5? Well, we have the bigote here. So how many bigotes? I would say out of 4 bigotes, it gets a 2. It's a 2. Good night, brother. It was in the backstory of Fury Road. What was? Ah, okay, we're gonna start going in. Let's start. This is what I wanted to what I want to do with spoilers. Ask questions now, guys. Ask me questions, and I will answer. And that will be how we're gonna do the spoilers. I mean, that's just it. And we do have the poster to give away. Chris Gore got the T-shirt. Everybody, it's a really cool T-shirt, man. It's good quality. Let's show the T-shirt one more time. Wait, let me spoiler reviews. Ask away. Okay. Da, 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 da. Okay. Here's the t-shirt, guys. Honestly, the t-shirt's better than the movie. That's the back. That's the back. Here's the front. And it is nice, durable quality. Very cool shirt. We'll give away the poster in a little while. Okay, so I can tell you we're now in spoiler territory. Just some of the story. It's broken up. The wasteland is broken up into 3 wasteland kingdoms, if you will. You have the Citadel, which controls the water. You have Bullet Town, which they make bullets, and you have Gasoland, which controls the gas, and they all have like this trades with each other. I mean, man, it is like chaotic beyond belief. This movie, it gets a little too much for me. It gets a little too much for me. Hola, what's hola? Wear backwards, yeah. Does it have nudity? No, 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 no. How does it compare to Fury Road? I think I enjoyed Fury Road more, man, just because of the simple storytelling. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. What was Chris Hemsworth after in the movie? He he wanted to take over all the 3 kingdoms. The 3 Citadel, the gas, the water, and the bullets. And he had so we get to see that. But again, that was his motive. He wanted to to have little Furiosa all to himself, as far as to raise her as his daughter, because he had lost his family, but there was a trade to be had, and she became part of the Citadel because for the big trade. You give her the you give me her, you get this and that, and it was like, did he bring his hammer? No, he had a microphone. I have to say that Ms. Redshirt has a better T-shirt for the next meetup. Sydney Sweeney modeled it on X. Ooh, really? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Win an Oscar? Win a Razzie? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so so there was a moment where young Furiosa, who's trying to escape to get back to her home, which is called the Place of Abundance, which was a weird looking kind of like pristine, kind of this oasis in the desert that no one knows about. No one knows how to get there. No one knows it exists. It can't let people know. They'll come and take it away. Called Place of Abundance. That's where Furiosa's from. And when she's taken away, she promises her mother never to forget where she's from and to grow this seed. The mom gives her a seed, and grow it so you never forget home. There's a moment in the movie where young Furiosa escapes the clutches of one of the bad dude's sons, who was in Fury Road, because he wants her all to himself. But she's like a little kid. She's like, that was a creeper, man. And she escapes, and I thought she was very. What I thought was odd was that, how did she just disappear and no one makes a fuss? No one says anything. Did the son just say, "Oh, she fell off a cliff," or I don't know what, because he kidnaps her from the den of all those ladies, all that are trying to give a homeboy a kid. I'm like, okay, so one, no one made a fuss that she left because she is this pureborn, untainted in a sense, like she has no deformities, any of that. And so that's why she was so big. She was such a big part of the trade. She was such a big part of the trade. The son tries to get her off for himself. She escapes his clutches, and no one makes a fuss. I mean, there's no fuss. Did you guys? I don't know if you have, but and because of that, so that's one thing. But then why didn't she just take off? She was a very capable little kid. At that point, she could have grabbed some essentials. She knows the way back because she at that point she knows the way back because at that point she had written it down on her arm, the road back to her home. Like that would have been for someone that just wanted to go home, that would have been a great moment. So that to me, that seemed like a really bad plot hole. Because instead she stays in the Citadel, grows up, and I guess to a teenager, Anya Taylor-Joy level, and she learns, learns the machines. She learns, she basically goes undercover as a boy, and you know hangs out with all the gearheads and learns everything about cars and all that stuff. I mean, that was cool, but I'm like, wait a minute. So they didn't make a fuss. No one recognizes her. No one's going crazy doing any big searches, and she doesn't leave. That to me didn't make sense. That didn't make sense. That just didn't make sense. It didn't. It didn't ruin it for me. I don't know, man. Again, I think if anything, Miller was just embellishing everything. It was just milk. He was just milking. What should be a very simple tale of revenge. You know, yeah, so I think what have made it really interesting is that she is held captive in the Citadel and there's no way out, and she adapts or dies, right? And then she learns how to do this, she learns how to do that. The gearheads were all males. They taught her how to become mechanic proficient and all that stuff. But um yeah, yeah. Okay, let's say hello. So you guys, hey, what's up, Snowdub? How you doing? Plot hole? Well, Miller is 80 something. Something. Give him a break. He's 80 something. Give him a break. Um. Yeah. I mean, listen. I didn't hate the film. I just thought it was too long, and it just was it was just forgettable because it's a fifth now movie, right, from the Mad Max world. And this one to me leaned heavily on Road Warrior, meaning that it took from Road Warrior a lot. And I was like, okay, you know, fill the plot hole with whipped cream or warm liquid cinnamon, then hop in. Daniel T. Was there a guitar, a guy playing electric guitar with a giant stack of Marshall amps behind him? He did make an appearance. There is some connection to Fury Road, and that thing. They made an appearance towards the end. Hello, Jedi Bill. Good to see you. Justin Channels, hello and holy 2:30 a.m. Woo! I should be sleeping. Supposed to be up for work in 5 hours. Oh my God, I'm not going to be on for much longer. I'm not going to be. Was Miller the only person working on the movie? Don't know. Don't know. I think he was just the writer and director. What do you think he chose prequel over sequel? Why do you think he chose prequel over sequel? I don't know, man. I really want an old man Max. I want Mel Gibson back as Max. That would be epic. Fury Road was pretty to look as far as effects. How was this one? I agree, and I enjoy Fury Road more than this film. That's just me. There are moments in this film that are really outstanding, but I just you know again, I had said earlier, Snow Dub, an hour too long, and the effects, I actually was disappointed. Like, I could tell the green screen at times, and some of the sets look cheap. I was kind of shocked. If you and Chris Gore liked it, I'll check it out eventually. There you go. Damn, Paulie, old man Max would be killer. That's what I want. I want an old man Max. Where did he go after Thunderdome? I will say this. This was one cool part, guys. Let's go. I got a big spoiler for you guys. Wait, Hollywood doesn't have the cojones to make old Max film. No, they don't. No, they don't. I mean, that would just, I mean, I think it would do incredibly well. That being said, one of the coolest things in the film was Mad Max made an appearance. He made a cameo. Never saw his face, but I'm trying to remember, what part is this in? This is definitely mid to later in the film, where Furiosa is her arm is mangled. She's barely survived an encounter, and she's walking back to the Citadel, and she's in the big open plain desert, and you can see the Citadel in the background. In the foreground, you see these cliffs and this mountain, and I'm like, what's going on here? This looks kind of familiar. And yes, indeed, you see the black muscle car. You see a figure eating food, watching her walk. I'm like, gosh darn it, that's Mad Max. That was dope. That was dope. So timeline wise, they connected the dots. That was Road Warrior Max and a young Furiosa in the wasteland. That was really cool. So lame ass, no face cameo like on Peacemaker with Soups. Disappointing. Yeah, I mean, listen, I didn't know there was going to be any Mad Max appearance at all. It was cool because it was like, hey, that's the legend. The legend showed up for a second. Does this movie contradict anything in Fury Road? Oh God, I can't remember, man. My friend, she saw Fury Road today, and then we went to see the film, and she enjoyed Fury Road more. Was it Max or grunting kid from Road Warrior? Nope, it was Max. Max all the way. Max all the way. So yeah, it's the movie goes into 5 chapters. Some chapters are better than others, but that stowaway was probably the best part for me. What if this is What if this is mainly an Australian production? Maybe there's hope one day for Mel Gibson to return. You never know. Never say never in Hollywood. Do you see any Hot Furiosas at the screening? Did you see any Hot Furiosas? What I did see is I saw tons of fans dressed up. I thought that was cool. That was cool. It was a it was a fan event. It was a fan event, guys. So, okay, good stuff. Gibbons done good stuff since he was ousted. Drag, Cross Concrete, Edge of Darkness. Fat Man was good. He was in Continental. They need to do an old Mad Max. They really do. They really do. But then, if you're doing these, why not do an old Mad Max, right? Was Chris a straight up villain or an anti-hero? Villain. Good villain. Good villain. There was a lot. That I did like, because like there was a lot of bad dudes in this film, and they were warring with each other, which was cool. But how many can you take? How much of this can you take? And does it take away from the story or lend itself to the story? I just thought it was just too long, guys. Just too long. Apocalypto is epic. Okay, so let's give away the poster now. Okay, we got the Furiosa poster that I got. It's pretty cool. Okay, want to thank Chris Gore for the super chat. Thank you so much. And want to thank the 20 some odd views in X and the rest of you guys hanging out with me in YouTube Landia. Can you guys make sure before y'all leave that you are subscribed to the channel? We have gotten a couple of hundred subscribers this past week because of our some of our coverage we've been doing. The Cameron Pasha John Favreau video has been amazing. The Rachel Ziegler coverage has been great. And then we just saw the Lone Wolf, my take my reaction to the Lone Wolf, Lone Wolf. That is doing really well. So thank you guys for checking us out. Okay. Yes, it was before the ousting. I'm an ass for resisting seeing for because I believe subbing out a known hero for a female is now just motivated by wokeness. Well, Michael, the argument can be made that Fury Road was done right at that progressive tipping point, but it didn't really. There was nothing really that bothered me in regards to like female and all that stuff. There was another female in this. She had a gnarly role. That was a gnarly character. Male and females are all just going nuts in this film. So yeah. But again, I don't have a problem, guys. I always give a film something a chance, even if it's like a female or that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that if the story's shit. But if the story's great, man, it happens all chicks or I don't know what, I'm all down for that. I'm all down for that. This did not talk down to me at all. This did not talk down to me. Thanks, Boosh. Quit putting your fingers on the poster. I'll wait till home release for this one. Yeah. If you got a nice big screen at the house, Hacksaw Ridge. Paulie should sign the poster. Okay, let's give away this poster. Okay. Who can tell me what Latin American country Anya Taylor-Joy is from? What Latin American country is Anya Taylor-Joy from? She speaks fluent Spanish, by the way, as well. What Latin American country is from? First person who gets it right wins the poster tonight. Ooh. No, not Brazil. Nice try. No. Yes, you got it right. Hey, it's me in HD wins the poster. I will sign it for you, my friend. Family is Argentinian in UK. She grew up in Argentina and in Miami and in the UK, and she speaks fluent, beautiful Spanish. If you ever checked her out speaking Spanish, hey, it's me in HD. Email me Latino slant@gmail.com. What's up, Rod Thunderheart? Email me right now and we'll get you that poster. Yeah, her Spanish is excellent. Istele, la Argentina. I meant she has a Brazilian. A Brazilian what? Brazilian wax? What's up, Jedi Bill? What's up, Jedi Bill? All right. Well, that's it, guys. I mean, as far as my review, sorry to disappoint. I gotta tell you guys something. Earlier today, I saw Challengers in the theater with Zendaya and Michael Feist and this other new actor. I have to tell you that that movie did have its problems, but as a story, it was interesting and way more memorable than Fury Road. I was completely surprised. Again, the movie's got its problems, but as a story and in characters, and the relationships with each other, I was very impressed. And Zendaya's acting was actually was it was uneven, but when she had some good scenes. Also, too, Mike Feist. Remember this guy. He was in West Side Story. He was the leader of the Jets, incredible, and he's in this film. He's a special actor, Mike Feist, and he's a very special actor. But again, it's like, why did that stay with me more than Fury Road? I would never, by the end of the day, if you were to tell me you're gonna like Challengers more than Fury Road, I'm like, or Furiosa, like, get out of here. No way, man. No way. I can't stand Zendaya. But see, that's why we go see movies. Form an opinion. Sometimes a movie, you know, connects with us in different ways, and and ways we would not expect. Did not expect I would like Challengers as much as I did, and thought it was interesting. Also, too, I'm going to say one more thing about Challengers, guys. The music score is so bizarre, but it's by Trent Reznor, and Trent Reznor kicked ass with this score. I was like, what? It did not work all the time, but the music was fantastic. Okay. Will Tom hate this film? Well, he didn't like Fury Road, so I don't know, man. How much tennis is there in Challengers? I come from a tennis family, so I'm curious. Actually, a lot more than I expected. It's a pretty riveting story. I was, it spans 13 years, and the two guys have known each other since they were 12. So we're talking, for them, they've known each other almost 20 years. So it spans, the 13 years. I thought the storytelling was really cool. And there's a thing that they talk about when you play true tennis, is that you have a competitive relationship with the opponent. And when you guys are both on that same playing field, then you're playing tennis. Doesn't happen a lot, but it happens. And so that the final match, or like, the end of the movie, they show the last part of the match. I thought it was I was like, wow, I like this film. Sue me. Resner's amazing, dude. You could go right now and just listen to the Resner, the Challengers soundtrack. It's up on Spotify right now. I was listening to it on the drive home. A crotch. What? What? Well, R&B like this movie. I think I'm gonna assume he's going to like it for the spectacle like I did, but is gonna point out that the story is pretty weak and thinned thin. So it's too thinned out. I don't know how to explain it. It you're taking a 90-minute story and making it 2.5 hours. So I'll be curious to see what he says. Do you think movie theaters will be gone in a decade or less? No. I think I see I see studios, television, motion pictures playing around with this idea of a movie theater release, and then 30 days, 45 days later, it's streaming, or maybe even less than 30 days, it's on video on demand. Challengers is on video on demand because, so that being said, Jedi, spectacle movies are always going to have a place in big cinemas. This is going to hurt cinema. Don't get me wrong. You're going to see a lot of cinemas probably shutting down. But there's always going to be new big movies that are going to need a big screen, like Planet of the Apes, Fall Guy, Furiosa, Deadpool. You look at the last couple of years: Mario Brothers, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Top Gun. Those were knockout hits in the theater. I think what now studios are playing with, Jedi, is this whole idea of how much money can we make at the box office and how much can we make video on demand, because video on demand, coming out of COVID, is now a real um, business option for these guys. Because how Challengers is a good example. It was an Amazon movie. It was meant to be streamed. So on the balance budget, on their ledger, it was never at a loss because it was produced for streaming. So it's like, well, we're going to do a theater release because of Zendaya's following, and Zendaya's fans. They showed up, like it or not, they showed up. So I think it depends on genre of movie and celebrity, right? Who are we going to want to go and see in the theater? Who can open, if you will, a movie now in the theaters? There's not a lot of them. I think Zendaya has now graduated to being one of them. Maybe Jenna Ortega will be that. Uh, Gosling and Emily Blunt could not open up a movie and keep it open. I think it's a damn shame because it's a great film, but they're also older in the sense that they don't do social media like a Jenna or like a Zendaya. So all those factors are at play right now. In a decade or less now, it'll still be there. Okay. Hey, if the score is anything like The Social Network, then probably he killed it. That's it. And you know what? That's exactly what I thought about. I thought about the Social Network soundtrack as I was driving home listening to Trent's Challengers. And this director, I got to tell you, man, I was really impressed with this director. It's filmed very well. I'm talking about Challengers. It's filmed very well. There's great pacing, and yeah. I mean, listen, it's a love triangle at the end of the day. There's no sex scenes, so it was kind of mismarketed. There, you know, um, so listen, but just wait. If you want to see it, just wait until you see it. Just wait till it's streaming. It's gonna be on free on Amazon. Was this the movie with the threesome scene? No, it was it was a threesome to a point, and then she left. So there you go. But they never showed anything. There never wasn't like as far as um what do you call it? You know, nothing gratuitous in that particular scene. Uh I was surprised was it one or two times that they really stayed the camera stayed on Zendaya and her booty all over, because listen, I already gave you enough information. That analogy is spot on. Okay, which one? I'm working behind here, guys. Tagline: heavy on spectacle, short on story. Yeah, yeah. Cinemas are going to have to start showing old great movies. They already are. They already are. And I'm not so I wasn't even talking about revival cinemas, which are a specialty, but even the big cinemas um have been showing. There's a lot of movies with big anniversaries that have been. We did a whole stream on that, and I think it's great. Um, you know, who would think that the Phantom Menace would make this much money? Zendaya looks too androgynin. Yeah, yeah. She had a couple good acting scenes though, man. And then she had some that weren't that great. But the guys in the film, the thing is, it's more of an ensemble film, so it's not really her movie. These guys in the film were just great. I don't know. Emily Blunt could close a cheap buffet. She was so cute in The Fall Guy. She was absolutely adorable, man. Absolutely adorable. Paulie, how does Anya's performance stack up to Charlize? I think Anya's better. Anya's better. I just don't think she had a lot to say. Yeah, I liked her. Wait, Hollywood pulling a bait and switch on challengers? Color me shocked. Yeah, yeah, they really promoted that like it was like a threesome scene from that's gonna rock everyone's world. It's gonna shock people. It was really like, and why they even have the threesome in the story? When I say it makes sense, it makes sense in regards to the trajectory of these three people, because she likes them both at first. She can't decide. Do you know what, dude? Go check it out. Go check it out. It's definitely a better story. Okay, here we go. What else have we got? Thinking of some other actors, Emily Blunt I like as Mary Poppins. Hot take. She was great as yeah, I liked her in that one. I love Emily Blunt. Phantom Menace is a masterpiece compared to Disney Star Wars. Um, I think it's more endeared now. I wouldn't call it a masterpiece. Snow Dub. Compared to all right, compared. I don't know, dog. As a film, I would think Force Awakens is a better film than Phantom Menace. I mean, Force Awakens at least had a good pace, and it was Phantom Menace was just like badly done. Oof, man, I remember walking out just pissed. Bring back aliens to the theater. The audience will respond. Yeah, it's a good one. How many small theaters are still around in LA? Quite a few. And what's the cool thing is that people that are working in the business have bought these these theaters and are saving them. So you still got the Vista. You have Tarantino's. You have the Los Feliz theaters. You have the Lemley theaters. You have quite a few. You have quite a few, and they show all the real good indies and the foreign films, which I always appreciate because those need to have a place too. All this talk of Zendaya gave me an idea. A Crying Game remake. Oh my god, it's not even right. Listen, man. That's funny, man. Anyone here seen Challengers? Fucking Snow Dub. Big dog, big dog. Duel of Fates. I mean, come on. I mean, you're talking about 20 minutes in a fucking 3-hour movie, man. Come on. I love Duel of Fates. Lobotomy is a masterpiece. Oh my god, that is hilarious. Oh my god. Ray killed Force Awakens, hardcore Mary Sue. Yeah, yeah. It's almost like it's all bad. It's all bad, guys. Have you finished reading See Through Love? No, I have not. Just being honest. You probably saw more of a threesome in Y Tu Mamá También from Mexico. Yes. Yep. Yep. Great film. Hey, Paulie, quick question. How was the music and soundtrack in the Furiosa movie? Um, it was okay. The score was it had a heartbeat. It had a heaviness, and they used it a lot. So I didn't mind. It was cool. And when I say heartbeat, I don't mean like a literal heartbeat. I mean it had a it had a nice pulse to it, and they had some heavier moments. Paula, would you say Furiosa is a good movie to see with a large audience, or should I wait for a matinee screening? No, see with a large audience. Absolutely. Force Awakens has a better story than Phantom. They're both bad in different ways, but Phantom just broke. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Re-release The Sting. It made money 5 years after its initial release. Amazing calm movie. That is an amazing film. Don't see The Sting 2 though. With what was it? God, that was a terrible film. There's a soundtrack on Fury Road or Furiosa. It's a musical score. Yes, musical score. It's a score. I didn't say it was good, so it was compared to Disney. Let's just say one. Yeah, guys. Okay, Wednesday night I will be back with an official live stream with Struggle Reviews. We're going to go over some news items of the day, but also go over 3 films that we recently saw, and go further into detail with those reviews. The Challengers, Abigail, and what was the other one? Abigail and Late Night with the Devil. So 2 horror films and Challengers, and some people will think that's a horror film too. So wah, 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 wah. But that's this Wednesday night with Struggle Reviews. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much. Check out The Unexpecteds. It's a new film. Go and watch their trailer after this. I put the trailer link in the video box description. Okay, let me see. Got a couple more questions. Paulie, did you watch Boy Kills World? I didn't. I liked the trailer, but then I heard it was really like the story was just like continuous fight scenes. I'm like, you know. And it's now streaming. There you go. More concerts in theaters. Yeah, can do that. Surprised they bring back Alien, but not Aliens. Well, it's the anniversary year. That's probably why. Yeah, there you go. They'll bring back Aliens in 2026. That'll be cool. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. Let's talk some kung fu soon, real. Yeah, man. You know, did you see the Lone Wolf, the Logan trailer? It's like it's an 11-minute short film. They're calling it a fan-made film, even though it's done by stuntmen. And I did a reaction to it yesterday morning. Kicks ass, dude. The choreography kicks ass. And I'm gonna put Script Doctor on blast because he posted on his Twitter saying that it's basic. And I'm like, bitch, you don't know what basic is. Fuck are you? That pissed me off, man. That pissed me off. Because he basically said he called it basic, and he said this will only take an hour to choreograph. Okay, now you're a fight choreographer? Are you a trained martial artist? Are you belted? Are you ranked? Have you done it for years? Also, too, have you done any stunt work? Like physically done stunt work? Have you done? I mean, maybe in your head, it took you an hour to create the fight scene in your head, but to execute it, to train it, to rehearse it, and then to do the whole thing in costume, I was like, "Yo, man, that's a shitty ass take." What if someone called your work basic script? Oh, scripts work is basic. I could do that in an hour. That's it. That's just kind of insulting, man. And then as a black belt, and as a guy that knows personally people that have worked, stuntmen that are working in film, I was pissed off for them, man. I would not have called it basic, and they can do it in an hour. I mean, and I don't like calling out our friends. And listen, it's not a personal attack, dude. It's not a personal thing. I just think that was a shitty take. That's it. Listen, I get so much shit for liking films all the time. I hear it all the time. So it's very rare where I'm gonna give someone some grief. But when it comes to the martial arts and fight choreography, even that fight choreography, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Snow Dub. I was just like, yeah, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. Okay. Crow is getting a release. It's coming back to the theater this year. Crow's a classic. It is. Yeah, and at the end of the day, guys, with this Furiosa, you're just I just left wondering why. Why? It's like I didn't hate it. Right? And I love some scenes. But you milk you milk a revenge story in 2.5 hours. It's not the saga that you think it is. Maybe it is. I could be wrong. But the same filmmaker, you've already done it before. You already have that. So at the end of the day, I just left asking why. I was processing the film. I'm very fair, guys. Maybe sometimes too fair. But I was processing the film, and I was just like, why? Why was this made? This thing for so much money, and yes, I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I love Chris Hemsworth. I loved George Miller. But you know, all it made me think of was The Road Warrior. So, and I say this because I know this new Crow is coming out. All we want to do is see the old Crow. There's nothing wrong with that. So then I was thinking, well, if indeed this is what they're doing it for a new generation of people that never saw the originals. And I kind of feel sorry for them. I love when original works can be successful. And then, a new generation's got something new. I think that's why yeah. But I was just wondering why this, and you say because they can. Well, yeah, they're gonna milk it for what it's got. This is a great example. You know, I like some parts of Planet Apes, great example. Milk it, make that money. Scott Adkins was awesome breakdown of fights and movies, and watching them for amount of weeks and work that goes into is huge. It's a partake from script. Scott, I love Scott, man. That guy's awesome to watch. Him and Marco Zaror, they both were in the latest John Wick. The Crow, the Crow and Brandon Lee are tied together forever. Maybe at least make the new gen watch the original. Yeah, I think so. You're all listen, man. Listen, I talked to a couple people who dressed up because the majority of the crowd was dressed up, and then there was like, us movie reviewers that had the reserved. We're in the reserve section, but these people were decked out. They looked fantastic. They're like, they had all the costumes, and some people were good guys, some people I don't know what. And before the movie, I was getting a drink, and some people were dressed up and right next to me. It's like, which one's your favorite movie? And Thunderdome. Thunderdome's a great film. And then, even they were like, yeah, we know the ending's kind of silly. I'm like, yeah, but he that's when Miller was swinging for the fences, and he was trying to bring a little wonder and hope and innocence back into the world at the end of Thunderdome. I was like, that's cool, man. Mine's Road Warrior. So I say this because those were younger people who were dressed up. Excited to see this. They're huge Mad Max fans, but their favorite was Thunderdome. There you go. Yeah, man. And that's another thing. It's like you already had this really amazing female character in Auntie, as the Auntie. Yeah. Whoa, Paulie. There were dudes dressed as the Shiny and Chrome guys from Fury Road. Yeah. The Shiny and Chrome guys were in this movie a lot, actually, too. Was there a mid-credit scene we're staying for? We stayed pretty much through most of the credits. I don't think there was anything after that. There was just a really quick connection to Fury Road, and then they started the credits. Yeah. Were the cars dope? Yes. Yes. How was Immortal Joe handled in this one? It was good. It's the same actor. And that's who I was like, why isn't Immortal Joe like, wigging out trying to find Furiosa? Because he was so adamant about having her. So that didn't make sense. Just the story, man. Did not make sense. All right, amigos. let's remind you guys one last time. Please check right now and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We're having a great little run with videos, and a lot of people are watching them. We really appreciate that. And I appreciate it. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Shorts up. I'll see you Wednesday night live. And I want to thank all you guys so much. Have a good day tomorrow. It's tomorrow today. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna sleep in a little bit. Con mucho gusto. Be seeing you. Be seeing you, hombre. Thank you, Paulie, for the review and for the late night live stream. Yeah, man. I used to live on late night live streams a lot. You know, we were more locked down, so that's how this all began. Oh, do me one last favor, guys. Hit the latinoslant.com right now. And can you guys please sign up to our newsletter? It's free. I don't share the emails with anyone. It's just me. You get a free weekly newsletter of everything we're doing. We do articles now on the latinoslant.com, and it's different content than our our YouTube channel, but it all connects. So we're trying to build up our newsletter, you know, our mailing list. So can you please sign up and be part of our mailing list? I would love that. I caught the tail end of this. Hope to catch you on another one. Mugen 1 Wednesday night. Be live Wednesday night. Nothing wrong with the midnight musings from the Latino Slant. Yeah, wax and wane. We're good. We'll be talking about some topics on Wednesday. Hey, check out the new video I did, guys. I wrote an essay to Rachel Ziegler saying, if I was your manager, here are the 5 tips that I feel you need to live by to have a successful career and personal life. So that's a good video, man. I was proud of that video. I put it out this morning, you know, but I was coming from the heart, man. I wasn't being a smart ass with it. You know what I mean? Much love to you, brother. Take care. Wonder who else is streaming. I don't know right now. Andrew, who else is streaming? Let me see where I can tell you guys to go. Ah, God, who else is streaming? Can you imagine? 2 years ago, subscriptions. In a few hours, Loki will be streaming. Ricada Law is streaming. There you go. Go to Ricada. Go to Ricada. It's the only with my subscriptions. Okay, let's play this one more time and we'll get on out of here. Take care, everybody. Nobody. Thanks. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. All right, check out our buddy's this is his promo clip for his new comedy. Oh, did you guys see who I had lunch with really quick? Did you guys see who I had lunch with? Here, let me open up the photo. We had lunch today. We did lunch. Really good food. It was like healthy Latino food. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it was good. It was good. I had what did I have? I had a pozole, man. But I met up with Cameron Pasha and actress Chelsea Rendon. And I think this is listen, I don't want to diss. I'm not trying to diss the height or lack thereof of Cameron or Green. It's Green. Or Chelsea. And Chelsea's so adorable. But yeah, it's not that I'm a giant, guys. It's that they're just not as tall as I am. I'm only 6 6'2" on good days. So I'm not 7 foot, but that was today. We had lunch and we're working on a creative project, hopefully together. Good people. And look at the YouTube channel brought us together to where we're actually, talking about doing a creative project. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? So that was Minions. Stop it, you. I'm telling you, man. And Chelsea's single. Just so you guys know. And she's putting it out there. Gorgeous, funny lady. Lovely Latina. Single. There you go. Have at it, guys. She's in this film, The Unexpecteds. Let's check it out. All right, amigos. Hard out. We'll see you soon. God bless. And wherever you're at,